morning. Kind of want to show you some of the seat issue I've been having. I spent quite a bit of time the other day trying to figure out these sliders. Ordered these seats and it came with the sliders, but they're kind of jinky. So this guide pin here are supposed to be in the middle to hold this grab bar. But in order for that to be in the middle, these of course need to be swapped or reversed, but then the action for the grab bar is opposite of each other, so these physically can't work. I don't understand that. There's 4 of them that came with the kit or with the seats, and they're all identical. There's no left or right. So pretty upset with them. So instead of wasting my time more with that, I went to my local VW shop and picked up a different slider set altogether. So these are made for VWs. It's basically a standard kit. Everything, I got new hardware, new plates, everything will work for it. So hopefully this will be a great install. The other issue I was having with the seats were the 4 bolt holes, which I don't like bolt holes. I'd rather have tabs. But every one of these had an issue, either burr, which is stripping the bolt, or it had a lot of debris in it. So I had to get a tap and tap each one of these out on both seats. Kind of a mess, but you know, part of the projects like this is overcoming those challenges, finding the fix and moving on. So hopefully this will be the case, and we will get the seats installed today. Yesterday I did a dry fit. Let's go to the car here. Did a dry fit, put the seat in, and it was too tall. So what I had done, I took this 1x1 with the bracket on it. I was going to put it on top of the tubing, but since that made the seat too tall, what I'm going to try to do now, get rid of this altogether and just do the tab itself, the bracket, on the tube. You can see that there. So these, I just cut these in yesterday. I gotta, get them situated where they're gonna land, get the tabs on them for the seat. And once I get the seat in, then I'll tack everything in place. I've been working on the tunnel, or at least covering the tunnel, wrapping the tunnel. I've got, that's a piece, those are done. And I've got the side rail, which I'll show you when it's completed. I've done this piece. But this middle section where the shifter is, the original hoop was here, and when we set it on the powertrain, the linkage was just hitting the inside of that hoop. So I raised it up, notched it out. It's kind of a mess. So I basically just knocked it out and then created a new hoop here. So this last piece, which will be removable, is going from hoop to hoop. And without a sheet roller, or without a steel aluminum sheet roller, that was actually pretty hard to do. So I took a stab at it. I made a few before, but if they're clamped in, it goes pretty easy. But since these were removable, I couldn't get them to sit. And there's Lila. Lila, hi. Hi. There's Lucy's. All right, guys. Come on. So I made this first one out of aluminum. I was getting pretty frustrated with it, so I tweaked it, smashed it just to get rid of it. The second one, I took my time, made it out of steel, but it's still, I still couldn't get it to wrap. So I made a hoop as a reference. If I can get it in here, hang on. Yeah, if I can get it in here. I'm close on one side, but the other side I'm pretty far. I just could not get it. So contacted a friend of mine who referred me to one of his friends who has a roller. And so I was able to get this made. This is out of aluminum, nice and smooth, nice roll. This is what I was going for. And so if we take our piece and drop it in, you can see how that's a nice fit. So a lot of metal work and a lot of this type of fabbing is really up to the tooling. Since I didn't have a roller, I opted to get a little bit of help on the system. So. Well, this is episode 6. I hope you're enjoying not only this episode, but the series. We got, of course, the introduction episode 1, which is kind of a teaser for the whole project. episode 2, which covers kind of how this thought process came together, starting the design and the outer frame, which was actually pretty cool. We got episode 3, which covers kind of the rear half, the rear body line, and gets into the spine. Episode 4, which is one of my favorite elements, of course, the iconic split windows. Finish off the trunk lines there. Came out fantastic. And then episode 5, we touched on my second favorite part, which was the taillights. And then the roll cage and tanks. So episode 6 here, getting into the cab, or the cabin space, and then moving our way forward. So it's coming together. I hope you're enjoying this series, but I'm going to employ your help. I need some subscribers, and I need to share and to like and to kind of get this word out. This has been an enormous project. We're coming up on easily 2 years now. Though the car is complete, I'm getting excited to get the reveal and get to the really fun stuff. So if you can help me with that, that would be fantastic. What's coming up in the next episode will be kind of starting the front half. We finished, of course, with episode 6 on the front body line, but we'll get into the bumpers, the front arches, and then get into the hood and the hood design. I do a mock-up engine. That'll be kind of cool to watch how that comes together. Button up a few loose ends, then we get this sitting on the chassis, and it really gets pretty cool from there. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series. This is with number 6. I've done 9 videos in my entire life. I've never done videos before. So, of course, I had some help along the way with Jason and Addison, and also Levi. Kudos to you guys. But I've just been having my nose stuck in a laptop and computer for the last 4 or 5 weeks, getting all this together. So keep on watching. I look forward to it. Seeing your comments, so keep those coming. I will get this on a scale. That is the number 1 question. What does this weigh? So I will for sure get this on a scale, and we'll get that settled. We will see you next time.